Hi, my name's Alyssa. I've been coming to OC for about 7 or 8 years now. Growing up, I was raised Catholic and I went to the Catholic Church for about X amount of years, and once I finished all of those religious sacraments, I thought I finished religion. I thought that whole aspect of everything was done, thought I was good to go to heaven, me and God were good. So after I made I forget what the last one is, confirmation, I think, I stopped going to church. I didn't really think much of God or church at the time. I believed he existed, but I didn't really have a relationship at that point. Fast forward a few years later, and I ended up at OC for a funeral, actually, for my cousin who was attending OC, and he was like 21 at the time, and Pastor Dominic actually did his funeral service. My mom had been coming to services ever since the funeral service. I didn't know that, but eventually she started bringing me along, and then I remember just being like, okay, there's a lot happening in my life. If you're real, I'm here for it. I'll give you whatever I have, whatever's pre-existing to right now, it's yours. I surrender, whatever it is. I was like 13 years old, crying at the altar on my knees to a God that I still wasn't even sure if it was real or not. But I mean, since then, I haven't left OC. I think the biggest impact from OC is definitely the people I've met and I've encountered through it. It's legit just like Christ-like people, Christ-minded people who see something that you don't see in yourself, and they want to help grow you, help build you. And it's never anything like, oh, I know I can do this because of what I have in my back pocket, but you don't know what you have in your hand, so let me help you. God doesn't take back his word. If he's promised you something greater, well, he's promised all of us something greater than what we can imagine for ourselves. It just kind of depends on how much we're willing to trust in him, that he is who he says he is, and that he's not going to take his word back, or he's not going to change his mind, because that doesn't happen with God. He's faithful until the end. If it's not good, it's not finished yet. So I feel like God has a habit of doing unexpected things in very unexpected times. The first time I met God was at the altar of a church that I was just going to, and then he met me again in a high school bathroom, and he continues to do that in cars and restaurants and foreign countries. God will go the extra mile to meet you where you are. You don't have to be in a certain place. You don't have to be sitting in a specific pew. God's gonna find you where you're at, and he is persistent for you, and he's chasing after you. And if you're on the fence, there is a God out there who loves you so much, so beyond words, beyond anything that any person can ever give you. So just trust him. Even if you don't even know what exactly you're praying for or praying to, pray to him and just watch him. Just watch what he's gonna do.